I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
Ready, ready! Mike 54! All day, all day! Ready!
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down, Panthers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he cuts it back right and through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill, kill. One, Omaha. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Go ahead.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. As I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Brings up second at the 20-yard line.
You go team, spill. You got 11. Watch the whip.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And across the track, zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
And a Panther first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Davis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. White.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We don't want this. Mike, check, 59.
Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Hey, alert! Hey, gun.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. 18 yards, first down Niners. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Newton now to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
20.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
21.
Garoppolo now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
Here we go.
Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here I come again. One, Omaha. Here I come again. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. I got you. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. He's going to look deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Gun.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here comes Pettis on the return.
The Niners take over 1st
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the safety. 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Joker. Watch out. Check. Great. Lucky. 8. What is it?
Back to throw, Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. His throw caught. What about the 5? And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Flushed out right. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
180. Right there. 54. 20. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Slam.
Here's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Come on, D. He's
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Gun. Check 25. Check 25.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for George Kittle.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Newton has the hook up here to Hogan. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Newton. This one caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Newton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is Scarlett on the carry. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got his target, that's more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing is Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Newton to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Third and long, it's Newton. Being chased out left. Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, it's Coleman down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Black! Push him back. Check the backer, check the backer.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Davis. A big play there for the Panthers. 57 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Great.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
One last throw here for Newton. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the 49ers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.